What is up, guys? I am back with another Pokemon Black and White 2 Wi-Fi battle. Here I have an NU match off CharizardTakesFlight, who I found off the Smogon Wi-Fi Battle Finder, and it was a pretty decent match. I'm using the same team my boy John gave me, so shout out to my boy John. And the CharizardTakesFlight does have a YouTube channel, so definitely go check him out if you haven't already. He's a nice guy. We had a nice conversation during this battle. And it was a pretty decent match. Let's get it started right now. So I'm leading off with my camera up, seeing as it matched up pretty decently with the rest of his team. So he ends up leading off with his Rotom Frost. Now I know Volt Switch can't hurt me, and Blizzard won't really be doing too much. He doesn't know what set I am. He might think I'm a defensive set, but as you guys know, I am that offensive Rock Polish set. So I'm gonna go right for the Lava Plume, trying to scorch that Rotom just in case he wants to go right for the Blizzard. Decides to bring in his War Turtle, who I get the burn off the Lava Plume, which is quite nice for me. So now I can go into my Altaria. So Altaria can wall this War Turtle for days, even if it has Ice Beam. War Turtles are so, not strong, that Ice Beam, even though I'm quad weak. And I am max HP, max spec defense with Calm or Careful Nature. I don't remember which one is which. But, honestly, this War Turtle cannot touch me no matter what. So basically, I'm just going to sit here knowing I have reliable recovery in the form of Roost. Once the Skull me and get the burn, I can just switch out and get that burn healed. If he has Toxic, I can just switch out and get the Toxic healed. So I can just go for Dragon Claws and do a decent chunk. But seeing as that the Ice Beam, that is a quad resistant Ice Beam, that does jack shit to me. Super effective 4 times Ice Beam. So here, I knew he was going to switch out, but I didn't really... I don't know, I just wanted to protect just in case he did go for another Ice Beam, but I kind of thought he might want to switch out. Ended up switching out to the Rotom, which is a good switch for him. And, yeah, so I'm going to go for the Protect. I'm assuming this Rotom is Choice Scarfed because most of these things are Choice Scarfed or Choice Specs. So you go straight for the Blizzard. Now, I don't have anything else to really reliably take on this Rotom, so I'm just going to go and switch out into my Gardevoir, because I know Gardevoir is a good natural special defense, good natural special defense, and I have max HP investment, so that Blizzard's going to do a really nice chunk. It's looking like it could be potential to a KO, but he ends up missing the Blizzard. Now, as you know, this is max spec attack, modest Gardevoir, so that stab Psychic is going to be able to kill off the Rotom. Very nice for me. So now, he's going to bring out this Carnivine. I don't know anything about Carnivine because I don't know really much about NU, so I had to look him up. And I saw this thing didn't have Sucker Punch, so I was thinking, I am probably going to be faster, so I might as well just go for that Psychic and see how much it does. It does a huge chunk, just unable to kill it off. He actually has the Crunch, which I would have no clue he would have that because I know jack shit about NU. So, just goes for the Crunch, kills me off or whatever. So, now I bring out my Electabuzz, so I'm just going to go right for the HP Ice because I know it'll kill it off. And just in case you want to bring out this Raichu, which he does end up bringing out, I know I can definitely just go for HP Ice and do about 20%. It actually looks like it's doing about 25%, if not a little bit more than that. Now, I didn't go right for Volt Switch because I know this thing has Lightning Rod, so I didn't want this thing to get his Lightning Rod started. So, I'm just going to go right for another HP Ice because I'm just thinking that this thing probably can't touch me. Focus Blast, if he has it, is probably not going to do much. If he has HP Ice, it's probably not going to be doing anything. So decides to just stay in and goes for Nasty Plies. I actually ended up going for another HP Ice, and it ends up doing nothing. It ends up that he has to switch out because is at the risk of potentially dying to an HP Ice. So he brings out his Macargo, and basically I'm thinking that this thing, if it's a Shell Smashing Sweeper, this thing could be a big threat. So I'm basically trying to get rid of it. I'm just going to go into my camera, thinking I can take one hit from this thing and then go for an Earth Power and kill it off. If he wants to go for the, what's it called? If he wants to go for the Shell Smash. So he ends up double switching into his Carnivine, which ends up catching me a little bit off guard, but that doesn't really matter because I'm not really scared of Carnivine. Once I go for Sleep Powder, I can go into Altaria. If I end up going for Sleep Powder, I can go into my Electabuzz with Vital Spirit, which is nice for me. And basically, I don't have max speed on camera up, and that thing is naturally faster than my camera up anyway, so it's a better off switch going into my Altaria. So now I'm just going to go for the Roost as he ends up bringing in his Macargo, and now basically I'm kind of scared because I know I can't touch this Macargo, and I know if he has Shell Smash, they say it's going to end up being a very giant big threat, and it's probably going to end up sweeping my team if he has a Shell Smash variant. So I'm just going to go right for the Toxic, as basically thinking that I can cripple this thing as he ends up going for the Stealth Rocks. Seeing Stealth Rocks on the leftovers, I'm thinking this thing is definitely not Smash White Herb, which is great. So I'm thinking that this thing is not really a threat at all. So I didn't know anything about Macargo, as I don't really expect me to, because I'm just getting into NU, so I don't really know what this Macargo is going to do to me. I knew it could potentially have HP Rock because of its stab, and I don't think Macargo's got any other Rock-type moves, so I'm just going to go for some Dragon Claws with the Toxic damage and mix it in. His Hidden Power Rock does absolutely jack shit to my Altaria, because Altaria is a freaking bulky motherfucker. especially with the investment I do have. So basically, I'm thinking I can just sit in Dragon Claw. He can go for HP Rocks. I can Roost Stall and just try to see the chest stall amount of toxic damage. I didn't really think that Macargo had reliable recovery moves, but as we're gonna learn later, he does have recover, which I guess Macargos do get reliable recovery moves. So he's gonna go for the Lava Plume. Not gonna get the burn. I know he went for Lava Plume, just fishing for the burn, because it is a 30% chance. But also something I did not know is this Macargo actually just have the Flame Body ability, which is going to end up coming into play later, as you're going to see, because I'm going to go for Dragon Claw, and I'm going to end up getting burned with the Flame Body on this turn. Which it does kind of suck, because now I'm not going to be getting as much recovery as I could have been getting, because I'm not going to be able to recover with leftovers. And also it does suck because now my Dragon Claw's going to be doing substantially less damage, even though they weren't doing much already. But it's going to be doing a lot less, so it's going to be harder to break down the Macargo with the Toxic and the Dragon Claw damage. So basically, I'm thinking he's going to switch out. I'm kind of predicting him to switch out here. He goes out into his actually didn't predict him to switch out. He just ends up going out into his Carnivines. I just go straight for the Dragon Claw. Maybe predicted the switch or predicted me to Roost, or maybe just went into this thing as fodder, as Dragon Claw ends up being able to kill off that Carnivine, which is very nice for me. So now it brings out this Breviary, right? And this Breviary is kind of scaring me now. Now, I'm thinking this thing might be Choice Banded, might be a Scarfed. I really don't know what Breviary sets are. So I'm going to switch out into basically my Bird Check, or my physically defensive wall in general, which is going to be my Armaldo. And as I said in my previous video, that this thing only has Earthquake, and I thought that I switched it to Earth Power. I didn't check before I switched this thing in, but I thought that I set this thing to Earth. That I set this thing to have to give it Rock Blast instead of Earthquake, and I ended up I don't have Rock Blast. I only have Earthquake, so that kind of sucks. So I can't just break this thing's substitutes. But I looked about Smogon, what a substituting Breviary would do, and actually that's a sub bulk up set. So I'm predicting him to go for the bulk up. If I would have been able to get off a what's it called? If I would have been able to get off if I would have been able to get off a Rock Blast, I would have been able to break the sub and hit through the sub, which would be really nice. So basically, I looked up on Smogon and said that most of these things that have substitute are only mono attacking with Brave Bird or Return. So I'm thinking if he only has Brave Bird, I should be able to take this very nicely. But he ends up having Return. I got so scared. But it ends up that this guy did not give this thing max happiness, as you can tell, because that Return does jack shit. So here I'm basically predicting him to go out into his Raichu to take the Thunderbolt, because it's obvious in Choice Scarfed, and he's just going to go and switch out into the Raichus. I predict that switch and bring out my camera, which is really, really nice for me. Now, most things a Nasty Plot Sweeper, so I'm guessing he's Nasty Plot, maybe substitute with 2 attacks. Ends up going for the Focus Blast, misses, being the 70% accurate move it is. I go for Lava Plume, just in case he wanted to switch right back into Breviary, predicting the Earth Power, so I just went for Lava Plume, knowing it would kill off Roger from that range. And it should have been, it's just a better play. So here he's going to bring out this, what's his name, this War Turtles. I'm going to switch out into my Altaria now, knowing that, I know that War Turtles in NU, I looked it up, are more special defensive, so I'm just thinking that, he would probably be able to take an Earth Power and kill him with the Scald. So I bring out my Altaria, as he actually predicts that, and double switches into his, Breviary now, so I'm not really too scared of this Breviary at this point, because I know it's set. Know that if he wants to just go for subs, I can just break his subs with Dragon Claw. So he goes for Brave Bird now, so I see that it says substitute bulk up Dragon Claw, and substitute Brave Bird, Dragon Claw in return, so I know this thing does not have a Roost, so that's really nice knowledge to know. But this thing is not behind a sub, I am not scared of this thing at all, because I can just go into my Electabuzz now, and this is basically just going to be a good game right here, because if you know who he has left, he has a Breviary, and that's a modest max special attack Thunderbolt from Electabuzz. That's definitely going to be able to kill off the Breviary. Would have been able to kill him off from full health. He does have some HP investment, which I'm not sure if he does have. That's just definitely going to be able to kill it off. Now he's got a Macargo left, and Macargo's at a very low range of HP. Not that low, but his special defense is not good. It's a Stab Thunderbolt from a max special attack, modest Electabuzz. Going to be able to kill off the Macargo, and his last Pokemon is this War Turtle, who is at very low range of HP, so Thunderbolt is going to be able to kill this thing off. For the match, it's a 4-0 my favorite. So, good game, CharizardTakesFlight, guys. Definitely check out his channel. He's a nice guy. I might be able to upload a PO live sometime in the near future. I'm thinking tomorrow or Thursday maybe, or Wednesday or something. I can't get another Wi-Fi battle up because I don't have another Wi-Fi battle to upload for you guys, but I'll try to get one soon. So hopefully I'll be seeing you guys next time. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's NU match. See you guys next time. Peace out.